Today we'll be talking about the greenhouse effect as a system in the glass trap, taking on the heat of the greenhouse effect. Hi everyone, my name is Raven and I'll be with you in exploring this topic.
I am Stacy, your fellow guide alongside Raven. And besides us, we also have the rest of our team, Group 5 consisting of Angelica Mate, Ariel Ong, Fraji Pasqua, and Karil Pua. So, without further ado, let's get into it. As stated, the purpose of this presentation is to dissect the concept of the greenhouse effect as a system. The greenhouse effect is on the most inclusive level besides communities and ecosystems participating. It also encompasses all regions of the Earth's crust, waters, and atmospheres in which organisms live. This is called the biosphere or the ecosphere. It also has the basic components like elements, interconnections, and functions which we'll see later in the model. But what exactly is the greenhouse effect? It works pretty much like, well, a greenhouse. Basically, the glass enables sunlight to pass through while at the same time traps it inside. Earth's atmosphere has greenhouse gases that traps the heat from the sun, and this will be tackled further later. This phenomenon is not new and actually natural for our planet. It is also one of the reasons that life in our world exists. But a few shifts within its balance can create a domino effect that tips off the whole system, as seen in natural disasters in the environment. With a long history dating back to the industrialization age, and at present wherein this problem is being ignored in favor of capitalism, the blame lies majorly on human beings. The excessive and irresponsible use of energy and resources release more greenhouse gases into the atmosphere than is normal. The future lies in our hands to educate ourselves and take actions accordingly. Why is it important to discuss this, especially its characteristic as a living system? Everything is interrelated, as seen in the scope of the greenhouse effect has. We are part of this natural living system with numerous relationships with various species, ecosystems, and other elements. We can affect it, and it can affect us. And it can affect everything within it as well.
Let's dive deeper with this model we made about the greenhouse effect. To start off, solar radiation passes through the atmosphere where some are reflected, but most are absorbed by the Earth's surface, thus warming it. Infrared energy is radiated from the Earth's surface, some of which are absorbed and re-radiated in all directions by greenhouse gas molecules, further warming the Earth and lower atmosphere. The temperature of the atmosphere influences the water cycle through processes such as precipitation and evaporation. Clouds can trap infrared radiation and can reflect sunlight. Water vapor is a greenhouse gas that absorbs and re-radiates heat. Consequently, air and water temperatures are also affected by the continuous absorption and re-radiation. Human activities such as burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and agricultural activities are big factors that affect the system. Through these activities, greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide, methane, and hydrofluorocarbons are released into the atmosphere. Decreasing the number of trees means there are fewer plants photosynthesizing and absorbing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. An increase in greenhouse gases intensifies the greenhouse effect and increases the Earth's temperature. This contributes to global warming and even climate change. Now that all has been brought to light, let's further deepen our understanding. The greenhouse effect is a living system. Though the components that build up this phenomenon are mostly abiotic, it happens in a natural or biological process which extends from various interactions with humans, plants, and animals. The parts involved in the greenhouse effect are solar radiation, greenhouse gases, air temperature, clouds, plants, and human activities. These parts always affect each other as they are all related to one another under one system. But out of this system, these parts have individual jobs to do, such as photosynthesis in plants, renewable energy from burning fossil fuels, and light and warmth from solar radiation. But when combined together, they all have one goal and result. The greenhouse effect persists in a variety of circumstances, especially since human activities like deforestation and improper waste management intensify the effect of its natural equilibrium, thus creating complex and conflicting problems.
And that concludes the entirety of our presentation. We learned so much about the greenhouse effect, living systems, and their roles within this context. Didn't we, Raven?
Totally! We hope that you had an enriching experience with us. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Again, I'm Raven.
I am Stacy, and I hope everything has been as clear as day. Wishing you all sunny days ahead, and just always remember to look after your glass ceilings.